Pull up. What's good, everybody? Hold on a minute. Y'all know what we got to do. That's right. We got to wake it up. We got to wake it up. And then we got to shake it off. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What's good, everybody? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. And like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. What y'all got going on this morning? Y'all already know what it is. Y'all want to wake somebody up? Take me in the room. Get your ass up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. But y'all already know. Happy that you guys are here. Hope everybody's doing good. Why? Because it's Saturday, the 14th. I'm sorry, the 16th, 14th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. It's always my favorite part. Always my favorite part. How everybody doing this morning? I know it's early, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up. Hope y'all having a fantastic morning. Why? Because you woke up this morning, so you already having a fantastic morning. Because you could have been up out of here. But anyway, let me know where you guys are chiming in from so that we can make sure that we got content for you guys and we can make sure that we're talking about stuff that's relative to you. All right, Mary L, how you doing? Good morning, everybody in the building. We got Batty Lynn holding down the glove, official member of the channel. Y'all already know what it is. Kendra Walker with the blue heart. Kendra Walker is up in here. She's been consistent, y'all. Kendra's been consistent. Might be working on getting you some merch, Kendra. Might be working on getting some merch. How everybody doing out there this morning? Yes, it's Saturday. 2 more days till what? Your boy's birthday. Doom, 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 doom. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's my birthday, but we started already. It's the weekend. I got a dentist appointment, but it's all good. Gotta keep the jibs right. I just wanna remind you guys that yes, this is coming up and the price just went up. Used to be $1,000, now it's $1,250. So when you guys come on over to the Show Your Talent show, first you get the $250 for winning the borough, then you get another $1,000 bonus once you win. So whoever wants to come be a part of the Show Your Talent, y'all go ahead and sign up. There's a QR code on the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Guess where we going first, y'all? We're going to be in Harlem first on 145th. Then we come into the Bronx. We're going to do it in Brooklyn. Then we're going to go to Queens. Then we're going to go to Staten Island. I might do Long Island because it's like I got to show them some love too. Just add some extra boroughs. But yeah, it's about to happen, y'all. Big drip, you know what I'm saying? Hard punch. We're about to do this right here. We're going to turn up real big with it. All right, so I just want you to get that out the way because we got a lot of bills to pay. Also, like I always tell you guys, you could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came in, I really appreciate you. Let me go ahead and get this camera right. And we're going to still keep on going with this top story. Wanted to let you guys know what was going on. We had to wait until 12 o'clock last night to find out if the bill was going to pass. So yes, the header is still the same, but we have updated content. The header is still the same as of yesterday because Trump did say that, but we still had to update. Also, wanted to ask you guys if you had a chance to come out with me to Canal Street yesterday to see the big bust that happened down on over there by the train station. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was pretty crazy. You guys interested in seeing that content? It's definitely in the video section. It was crazy. Africans or migrants were basically selling illegal Gucci, Louis Vuitton, glasses and all of that stuff. Crazy. Had a lot of interaction with the police. It was pretty cool. So you guys interested in checking out that video, please do so. We got a lot of topics to go over this morning. I want to make sure you guys see what we have here. So let's get into it. I'm not going to hold you guys up anymore because we have a lot to cover. And again, like I always tell you, I hope you guys had a fantastic evening and hope you're having a good day. I know I am. So let's get into it. What's the topic here? Trump says the government will shut down because of the Democrats. So yesterday, as of yesterday, all of the Republicans, of course, were on board for the spending bill. And they were, everybody was, had a spending bill put together where they were trying to stop the shutdown of the government. And there was a lot of pushback due to the fact that, of course, it was done by the administration that not too many people like right now. So bipartisanship actually prevailed. And yes, we do have the updated information. I know you guys are going to say, hey, that's already done. Yes, they passed the bill, but we don't want to put the cart before the horse because there's also other information in that interview that I would like for you guys to see the way I always do, because there's always a little extra that you can actually learn out of a conversation. So moving forward, I want to get into this. I don't want to waste you guys' time because we have a lot to cover. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Like I already said, Trump says the government will shut down because of the Democrats not responding. That was our title. We also have as subtitles, Vladimir Putin casts doubt on any possible Ukraine ceasefire. I know that everyone was saying that everyone's saying that it looks like they're possibly going to have a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia. But at this point, even though Trump's saying one thing, we have direct information and a meeting, a sit down with Vladimir Putin stating this himself, that they are asking for, there are a couple of things that they're asking for before the end of this dispute's going to have to happen. But that doesn't mean, again, that it's not going to end the war. But again, Putin is asking for certain requirements and certain things that he's asking for. How you guys doing this morning? Yes, we got that yellow tie going on. Y'all already know what that is. That canary, the canary's in the building. Last but not least on the titles we have, still a go. Reports say SpaceX rescue mission is now ready to launch. Yes, you remember that a few months ago, 9 months to be exact, we left 2 astronauts up at the space terminal. Now, last night, they finally launched and they're supposed to be going up to get them. You guys interested in seeing that video? Let me know in the comments. We might just have it in the lineup. But again, I've got a lot of work, so much videos to put up, so much content to put up. Please chime in on the comments so that we can have a great rapport going on and we can talk about these videos that's coming up, because we got a lot to cover. Hope you guys had a great weekend so far that's starting. Those people that have to work today, I feel for you. But the people that's off, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your weekend. So let's go. I want to get right into this. We're going to start off. We're going to go in heavy right now because we have a lot to cover as far as these tariffs. We're really in an economic situation where everybody really wants to know about the money. Bugatti, all that other stuff is cool. All that stuff you're saying is cool. All of the space stuff, all that is right. All that's cool. But what's going on with these tariffs? What's going on with this money? Canada's talking about invoking some extra tariffs on us. What's going on? Y'all want to know? Here we go. Let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste your time. Here it go.
It up significantly now. Your weekend drinks could get a little bit more expensive as President Trump threatens a 200% tariff on the booze from the EU countries.
Cheryl Casoni from our sister network Fox Business is here with the details. Good morning, Cheryl.
Delivering this story on a Friday. My apologies to everyone that was looking forward to their Friday evenings. So here's what President Trump posted about jumping 200% tariffs, placing 200% tariffs on everything coming out of the EU. Here's what he says. In part, the United States will shortly place a 200% tariff on all wines, champagnes, alcoholic products coming out of France and other EU-represented countries.
Now, we talked about this yesterday because they had imposed these tariffs on us. I got nervous, like, damn, what are we going to do? I actually saw a video of them pulling liquor bottles off the counter and reboxing them. I work in the liquor industry, so it's very stressful to see something like that. So I'm like, what the hell are we going to do? I thought it was good that he invoked the 200% tariffs on them, right? I'm not sure about that because they fought back. It's not over. It's just begun. It's just like tit for tat now. Let's keep going. I don't want to stop the video. Let's go.
Now, Vice President J.D. Vance actually discussed tariffs with Laura Ingraham last night. Watch.
The European Union has in some ways been the worst on American workers and American industries of anybody. They're imposing ridiculous tariffs. They say that they're our most important ally. And of course, we care about European security, Laura, but they don't treat us like an ally when it comes to economics.
Well, the economics are pretty staggering. Just to let you know what a large industry this is. The United States spent on alcohol, this is 2023, thanks to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, we spent $169.9 billion on beer, $120.5 billion on spirits, $107.9 billion on wine. Now, one example that the Wall Street Journal gives us, which I think is interesting. So say a bottle of French champagne, Bougottinic, it's a real popular one. You can just pick it up at Costco. Not that I would know that. So anyway, yeah. So the importer pays $20 on the bottle. Well, that importer is now going to pay $60. So say that you go to your Costco or wherever you buy your champagne, it would be $50 retail. Now it's going to be $90 retail.
Not only that, but they're making us order in hundreds now. We used to be able to order by like container. Now, when you guys go to order, if you own a liquor store or any place that has like a license, you're not going to be able to make those small orders anymore. Because think about it. The ends don't justify the means in the shipping aspect. So now they said, you know what? You got to buy 100 in order for us to even make sense to ship it. So it's really ridiculous for small business owners and people that own liquor stores, because now, like the other day, you saw this liquor store owner say, I have to invest more money into my product, not even knowing if it's going to sell because of the economy. So now we have to buy all of this stuff, and I don't even know if I got the customers that's going to come into the store to get rid of this stuff. Alcohol is very expensive to ship. You got laws. You have to deal with the government. You have to put alcohol inside of bonded warehouses in order to even pull it out. That's why they're not playing with this aspect right here. So when they're talking about going up to a 200% tariff and taking a drink from $20 to $60, that's per bottle. So now if that case has 12 bottles in there, y'all do the math. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's go.
So
almost double.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So are Americans going to start making some different? If these go through, they may not. You know, we know how this is going with the tariffs right now. They're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. So
Hot tip.
So right now there's no other end of this. There's no response. What happened was the Trump implemented our tariffs. EU's responding. Trump now again and now we're waiting to see what Canada's going to do. So now, guys, we're going to keep that story going, trying to figure out what the hell is going on up in Canada. They got some good product up there that we actually do use, and we need it. I could tell you that firsthand. The liquor up there is pretty good. Only thing is they make us change the bottle sizes. It's pretty strange. They go from the liters and 750s to some entire other scale when it comes down to bottles. You guys from Canada, you probably know what I'm talking about. You don't have like 750s or pints and things like that. Your bottles are different, which makes people like myself have to go and buy those bottles in that size, and then we deal with Canada separate. That's why it's so much more expensive just to deal with them. And it's mostly like a secondary or third market for somebody that comes out of the United States because of all of the shipping. It's just so expensive. What we got going on here? Fred James, good morning, everybody. We need Canada electricity. Actually, we need to do something where we're not tapping into other people and being so reliant, Fred. I would say that. And that's the same thing that Trump's saying. But moving right along, we got to keep it going. We're talking about this money. We're talking about different situations here. I want to bring it right into what's going on with the situation with Mahmoud Khalil. Because right now, I don't know if you guys know it, but there's been a sit-in at Trump Tower. And what's going on at Trump Tower is they kind of peed off. So there's students at Trump Tower right now. They walked inside of the lobby and they just hung out. And the next thing you know, they started building up more and more students and people. They didn't really realize what was going on until it got too late. Now they're actually in certain places that they really can't get them out of and doing a sit-in a few blocks away. Basically what they're doing is a sit-in retaliation to the arrest of Mahmoud Khalil the student that was arrested at Columbia University in order, you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's get to this. I want to show you 2 clips on this because that's what we're doing right now. Let's go. I want you guys to see that they're doing this sit-in at Trump Tower. Check it out.
Breaking news now. Protesters in New York City have found a new favorite address, and they are occupying not just the streets outside, which you can see this is a chopper shot that we cannot take control over. So we wish that this helicopter would pull out, because you'll see people at the top of the screen beyond our banners. There are many of them. Some of them have made their way into occupying the lobby at Trump Tower. This is in protest of the arrest and detainment of Mahmoud Khalil. Remember, he is a graduate student who was on the campus of Columbia University professing hate. We know that he was a very high-profile face along with groups on that campus who are pro-Hamas on Columbia. And when ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement, picked him up, the protesting began. Now, some of it has not looked like protected speech or protests. It's looked more violent than that, as people have pressed physically against NYPD officers in this city. Let's watch the video now. This is what happened inside. And can you hear them chanting? Listen carefully as we go to that. Free Mahmoud, free them all.
Free Mahmoud, free them all. Free Mahmoud, free them all. Free Mahmoud, free them all. Free Mahmoud, free them now. Never ever hang up. Never hang down. Never ever hang up.
So yes, that's the same escalator that he came down to let you guys know that he was going to run. And that's the same lobby that he walked down into, right? So right now, what you guys are seeing is the Trump Tower, the lobby. I didn't even notice. I would have went over there and recorded this. Another thing is, where the police at? Secret Service, somebody? Where they at? I mean, unless they don't want to get too aggressive because it's children, it's teenagers and not teenagers, but young adults, college students. That's another thing. He has to be very careful about how you handle a situation like this. Out of this, you become, this kind of shows the hand that you play. So I'm sure that they're being very careful of how they would deal with this. You guys see what's going on right here. It's pretty crazy. What do you guys think? What y'all got going on this morning? How you guys thinking right now? What you think about this? The generalist Fox News propaganda. Oh, we got another one worried about the network, y'all. Here we go again. Let me do it to this one person that's worried about the network. Ayo, T generalist, come to the front. T generalist, come to the front. And we're going to teach you something. We're going to teach everybody off of this one comment that people put up. I love when people do this, a certain comment, so that we can make an example of it. And we're not calling you out in any disrespectful way, generalist. But what we're trying to do is, we wait for the rabbit to stick his head out of the hole. Bam! Then we take his head off. You feel what I'm saying? We don't kill the messenger. Just because it's Fox does not mean it's not happening. So please, again, Fox, MSNBC, CNN, whatever it is, stop getting caught up in the headlights. Don't be a rabbit going into the hole. Keep on running. Don't worry about the network. You need to worry about the situation. And then what we do here is determine, hey, is that actually going on? What's going on here? We find out from a network that we may not like, and then we do further investigation. We don't beat up the network because it's telling us what's going on. If we don't like them, cool. You don't have to like them. Go check the network that you do like to see if the same thing is going on. If someone runs out and says fire, you don't beat the person up that says fire and stand there and say, I don't like him, so I'm not going to listen. Your ass going to burn up in the fire. Get your ass up and see if it's a fire and then talk about that person. You figure deal me? Now moving right along. I don't know how they occupied the lobby, but what I'm thinking is they possibly went in there, of course, not with those shirts on, went to different floors or whatever, and then said like a flash mob, let's meet in the lobby and let's do this. Okay, back in the comments, you guys, let's go. Fred James, he's talking about the Trump Tower protesters. That's who I'm speaking of, exactly. I'm talking about these protesters. I'm the messenger. Okay, here we go. What else we got? Sharon Fitness. Good morning. I don't care what these damn white or whatever they do to each other, please. What else we got? Christopher Miller said, save humanity. It's all green screen. What else we got here? We got RNF. What? No talk about prices now? How about the stock market? Yeah, we're gonna get to that, the 401k and everything. HP, you got blocked. I don't know what happened with that. You must have did something wrong. The generalist, what are you talking about? I live in New York City. Okay, and what are you talking about? Let you hear what? You're about to hear it. My stocks are struggling because these tariffs and all new networks are the same. I don't know what y'all talking about. We can keep it going.
So you hear them chanting, free Mahmoud, free them all. I'm wondering, Ari, who are they all? And if the world is watching our nation right now, and they know us as a bastion of free speech, so on and so forth, when you hate, when people feel under threat because of what you're saying, that's actually not protected speech.
That's right.
And look at some of the signage in here. I mean, they hate Israel, they hate Jewish Americans, they are anti-American.
I'll make 2 big points here. One, I'm going to start with the...
Now, when you start making assumptions and stuff, I wasn't close to the camera and stuff the mic. I do not stand behind what she just said. That's her opinion. But I want you guys to see the moment when Mahmoud actually got arrested, because this is what it's all about and how they basically locked him up. Check this out, y'all.
What? You're going to be under arrest. So turn around.
Okay, let's not. Okay, he's not resisting. He's giving me his phone, okay? He's not, I understand, he's not resisting. Like,
there's no need for this. Don't worry about it. You're going to have to come with us. Don't worry. I'm going with you. Don't worry. No one's resisting. No one's getting worked up.
you guys really don't need to be doing all of that.
It's fine. Come on.
حبيبي كيف بدي اتصل فيك؟
Take Amy. Call Amy.
Okay. Hi, Amy. Yeah, they just like handcuffed him and took him. I don't know what to do. Okay. What should I do? I don't know. Nor. Let me ask. Can we get a name, please? Can we get your name? I understand the lawyer is asking for your name.
Over there. We don't give our name.
The lawyer's asking for your name. He's saying they don't give their names.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll be taken into immigration custody at 26
They're saying that he was going to be taken into immigration federal custody. What did they say right here? Okay, he'll be taken to immigration custody at 26 Federal Plaza.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
We'll be taken to immigration custody at 26 Federal Plaza.
She said they're taking him to 26 Federal Plaza. Can you please specify what agency is taking him, please? Excuse me. They're not talking to me. I don't know. Excuse me. The lawyer would like to speak to somebody. Oh my God, they're literally running away from me.
They ain't speaking to nobody. They actually, I think that probably was Homeland, but to me, I don't know. I can't tell you, because they was acting like Secret Service or something like that. Y'all help me out in the comments. Now we saw the follow-up to what people are doing in Trump Tower, as well as the actual arrest. You guys know a lot about this story. Fill me and let me know what's going on if you guys have any information on the topic. What you guys think about this? Okay, guests, salute Jesse Barnes. Natalie Georgianovich said supposedly his wife is also pregnant. I heard that somewhere. Thank you guys for the tip. Jesse, good looking. If you hate this country, you got to go. Bye. LOL. Jesse said that, y'all. Sandra Lee, these people bars tend to private property. These participants are horrible, horrible, horrible. What else we got? Mad Hatter. Oh, Mad Hatter, like, oh man, doing all of that. Christo, sue and get that money, girl. Who you think should sue? The wife? Are you thinking that the wife should sue? Christopher said, Megan Kelly is Nicole Brown Simpson. Look at pictures of her side by side. Yo, you trolling up in here, man. Come on. Say something that's on topic, because I don't want to get you out of here, Christopher. You playing games right now. Christo, Trump's speech in Congress with everybody hurts playing in the background was the best speech I ever heard. I cried, man. And then you got 472 normal guy 24-1. Hey, it's free speech, damn it. Never mind. Fred James, the protesters want the hostages back from Israel. All right, y'all. Everybody, y'all got more comments? Let me know. Keep on topic. We got some continued information now because Pam Bondi, like the other day when we watched that video, she's saying that there's a lot of stuff going on at these Tesla charging stations. Also at the dealerships, you got people throwing Molotovs and bricks through windows. Pretty crazy. Now it's been escalated to the point where Pam Bondi, she says she's doing a no holds barred investigation on these vandals, and they already caught some people. I don't think I want to get caught up with this sort of law enforcement, the kind that just came and picked this guy up and they get you lost. I don't think I want to deal with that. So they're saying that they're coming after people that are doing all of this vandalism. Let's hear it from Pam Bondi, y'all. Check this out.
Looking at you because that's the weaponization and it has to stop. For instance, look what they're continuing to do, as I said to Elon Musk. They are targeting Tesla dealerships, the stations where you charge a Tesla. They're vandalizing cars. I have already directed an investigation be opened to see how is this being funded, who is behind this, doing this. We have people we're locking up on that. We have someone in jail right now from one of the dealerships. They threw a Molotov cocktail through a dealership. They're looking at up to 20 years in prison. Damn. So if you're going to touch a Tesla, go to a dealership, do anything, you better watch out because we're coming after you. Wow. And well, if you're funding this, we're coming after you. We're going to find out who you are.
So, I mean, in terms of the Russia collusion story, is there any work on that? Are you going to try to find out who, in fact, pushed this lie that Trump colluded back in 2017?
Maria, we have teams of lawyers working.
Now, how the hell you go from the Tesla charging station to talking about 2017, Maria? We appreciate the content on that Tesla situation. I am pretty partial on that. Of course, there's a lot of pushback. People do not like Trump. They do not like the administration. And if you are for Trump and the administration, I got to be careful because there's a lot of people that do a lot of different things. Myself, I might report it a lot, but I need to let you know, all I'm doing is reporting it. Not a Republican, not a Democrat. I'm not an independent. I'm a human being. That's why we have the bottom line where we all can come together and say what we have to say. As long as we're not being disrespectful. Jokes and stuff like that, no problem. But be able to take a joke back. Because I see somebody in the comments right now talking about y'all don't be tipping. And they ain't got nothing to do with me. When they talk about my head, I got to handle that. But when they talk about y'all got to get them back, not me. We're going to keep it moving right now because, yeah, the charging stations. And do you guys feel that that's a little bit of playing both sides of the coin? Because even though, yes, they're being vandalized, having that sort of a high caliber of security on it, like, FBI or whatever, investigating something like that, or the DOJ, do you guys look at that as being overkill when it comes down to investigating that? Or do you think that's on the right level? Well, and how do you feel about that? Because I'm looking at it in a few different aspects. Let's say it was Ford or another company. Would they be taking the security this high to have someone in the Department of Justice checking into who's doing this sort of vandalism is the only thing that I'm asking as the question. What else you guys got down here? What we got down here? Red Hood, lock their ass up, declaring war against Elon Musk Tesla company, and Trump is beyond stupid. Natalie Jonovich said, I didn't say that. What else we got over here? We got Mad Hatter. Who in this day and age have time to be in protesting? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Funding was passed for 6 months. What else? Yeah, it was passed. We got that. It's coming up. We're gonna do it the right way though. Spider Us plays. Yes, we got that. We got it coming up. Batty Lynn said, Mary, exactly. Big Dipper said, I know. Kendra Walker, 297. Yeah, get those likes up, y'all. If y'all appreciate the content, please get those likes up so we can let everybody else know we here and what we doing. Hope everybody's good this morning. Now we got this situation on Trump and who? The one that I don't like talking about, Kathy Jokel Hochul. When I said yesterday that there's a possibility of a negotiation to happen due to the fact that Trump wants the pipeline to come through New York to lower the energy and the heating bills for New Yorkers and New Englanders. Congestive pricing is something that Kathy Hochul wants. You know what happens when it comes down to a businessman and somebody like that? It's got me nervous right now because I am praying and hoping that we can stick to the March 21st date that was imposed that states that they have to remove those damn cameras and stop charging us $9 just to go across 60th Street. So we've got what? Maybe about 5 more days until she's supposed to take those cameras down. I was nervous thinking that, damn, she's going to go to Washington, sit down with Trump. He may lower the price and let her do whatever. We don't know yet. We're still holding on to that. So that's the second thing. First, it's Canada with the tariffs and waiting for Canada to see what their response is going to be. Now we also are waiting as New Yorkers to see what's going to happen when it comes down to this damn congestive rip-off pricing, as well as if we're going to get the pipeline coming through. And then I think that there was one more thing that had to do with funding that Kathy Hochul was actually looking for. So when you have things that you can negotiate with, it makes me nervous because you're talking about a businessman who is our president, and he's used to doing what? Negotiating. So hopefully we don't keep this congestive pricing, and I pray that on the 21st we actually get it out of here. But she is being an a-hole, and that's why she stays in the Joker outfit, because she did state that she is not taking the cameras down no matter what Trump says. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Yesterday she went to Washington. The person I'm talking about is Kathy Jokel Hochul, the mayor of New York. Let's go, y'all.
Hochul today.
All right, the governor says they discussed a broad range of topics, including congestion pricing, but they did not come to any agreements.
Fox 8's Morgan Mackay joins us now in studio. So what happens now, Morgan?
Well, the big question is, Steve and Natasha, can they make a deal? Governor Kathy Hochul's office says that the meeting with President Donald Trump was productive, but no agreements made just yet. But this meeting had a lot on the line, and it was significant as well. This is a second one-on-one meeting Hochul has gotten with the president in just his first 2 months of office. Now, the meeting lasted about 2 hours. Hochul's office says they discussed congestion pricing program, which Trump is currently trying to kill. The Federal Highway Administration set a March 21st deadline for the MTA to stop collecting the $9 toll on drivers entering Manhattan below 60th Street.
It's not a toll, it's theft. We're already paying taxes for federal roads, aren't we? All right, so if we're paying more, shouldn't it go towards the roads? Why is this money going towards the MTA? And then they have a goal that they're trying to reach, right? 67 million. I'm going to keep on saying this. I don't care if you guys get mad at me. I'm going to keep on saying this. Once they reach the goal, what they going to do with the money? What they going to do with the money? And what they doing with this money? They already made $47 million, probably more than that. That was about a week ago. Let's round that off to about 50-something million dollars off of allegedly stealing from people that go past 60th Street. And nobody gonna say nothing about this. So, like I said, now that we got the pipeline that Trump's trying to come and send through, what's the Joker gonna say? What's Kathy Jokel Hochul gonna say? Hey, I'll let you get that pipeline going through if you leave me alone for this congestion pricing. Then Trump might say something like, all right, well, I don't want the people to feel too bad, so let's take it down from $9. Let's do it to $6. And then Jokel Hochul gonna get what she want. That's what I'm worried about. Stuff like that. Because what happens is nonsense like that. It seems like nowadays the stupidest thing that you can come up with in your mind, you wait a couple of days and it's going to happen. Or guess what? Do some research. It probably happened last week. There's nothing that you can damn near come up with in your mind that that don't happen now. We got Grand Theft Auto type people driving and mowing people down in CarMax. We got all types of crazy stuff going on in different places. All of this is like we're living in a mod world, like we're living inside the actual PlayStation life. What you guys got to say about this content right here? Anybody from New York? Anybody understand my plight about this damn congestion pricing? Fred James said, it's funny. I got a text 2 days ago saying I owe toll money that if I don't respond, legal matters will come to me. I live in Seattle, don't have a car or know how to drive. Damn, Fred, somebody probably got your information and used your information. You want to look into that. X3 info, the money will come up missing most likely. Fred James said yes. Natalie Georgievich said yes, is a new scam that told MSG I got it too. See, it's a scam. Okay, Natalie said it's a scam, y'all. Y'all got to look out for that scam right there. It's a scam. So now that we got direct information about a scam on our comment line, I want you guys to start talking. Natalie, talk to him about that scam right there. You guys might have the same sort of paperwork that's coming out, because I almost got scammed a couple of weeks ago. They was talking about a company want to sponsor me and all of that. I'm getting in contact with the company. They're like, sir, we didn't reach out to you. Feeling like a fool. Yeah. So there's a lot of people out here that are scamming, and they're getting the closest information that they can. They'll steal logos and everything. So yeah, you guys need to talk about that, because you may have the same sort of scam going on between you two. Cool Running said, I'm new here. Forgive me. What are we talking about? We're talking about Kathy Hochul. We're talking about Trump. We're talking about the theft that's happening with the congestive pricing in New York. Also, the fact of the matter that we have a businessman as our president, and now that we have a couple of, you've got something that I want, I've got something that you want. There's a possibility that this damn congestive pricing is going to stay impacted, and then we're going to just get the lowered price. Like I said, for him to say, hey, I got him to lower it for you. So that is just not right. Or you're going to give them one thing, kill us with that congestive pricing, and help us out with the energy part. Save you $2,500. They said $2,500 to $5,000 a year on your heating bill, but they're gonna get right in your left pocket and take it right back from you by banging you with the $9 congestive pricing. Make it make sense, please. Just make it make sense.
The MTA is currently fighting this order in court. Another top item discussed was the redevelopment of Penn Station. Stop collecting the $9 toll on drivers entering Manhattan below 60th Street.
So I went down there and I just started counting the cars. 9, 18, 27, 36. I'm just not. I mean, it's not a little toll, y'all. This is not a little toll. This is $9, y'all. One more dollar away from what? $10. Same way we got the train station, the highest in the nation, at $2.90. You notice how they never make it a solid number, because they don't really want to rock you to sleep. Just like when they got the 99-cent store and you go in there, yeah, with the taxes it's always over 99 cents, but they don't want to put it at $1 because it just doesn't look visually attractive. It looks a little cheaper when you put the 99 cents there. I do marketing, I know what I'm talking about. So that's why they're getting us with the $9 congestive pricing. Instead of saying 10, you're gonna be like, damn, it's $10 to go up to $10 just because of that. Don't think it won't go up to $9.50, $9.60, and $9.70. The same way the train is $2.90. They ain't take that up to 10 cents because of the same reason. Now what they're doing, bang, they banging you with the congestive pricing to get the money to throw in the train station. Meanwhile, we're already paying for the roads. What do we pay taxes for? Please tell me. What do we pay taxes for? Why are we paying again for this? And if you guys don't think it's a big deal, I'm over in Denver. I'm over in this place. I don't care what's going on in New York. We're a forecast state. And you might be a sanctuary. Your governor might say, hey, you know what? That's working out for New York over there. Let's do that. That's how it goes. That's how laws are imposed. They follow other states. Okay, let's keep on going. Fred James, okay, I ignore. Okay, you did. Rena Love, I would not want to live by no migrants. I don't care what color they were. I will be scared out my mind. Oh, we ain't got nothing but migrants here, so you ain't gonna want to live in New York. JD said, but who made it like this? If he fixes one thing, good. Where they lowering anything at or for us? Shaking my head. Y'all make no sense. What else we got? Who's this? Charlene said, so do you really think the people on SSDI lose their checks? I'm just wondering. Have no idea, but they answered that 2 episodes ago.
The MTA is currently fighting this order in court. Another top item discussed was the redevelopment of Penn Station. Penn is owned by Amtrak, which is a federal entity, and Hochul will need federal support to renovate it. Now, Trump, before the meeting, also expressed interest in discussing with Hochul reviving a project to build a natural gas pipeline in upstate New York. The Constitution Pipeline project was killed by former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is under pressure from environmentalists. But Trump is hoping to convince Hochul to revive the project. Now,
hoping to convince Hochul. Then the other day he said she was a nice person. Don't sound good to me. We stuck with this congestion pricing. Get ready for it, y'all.
a little bit of drama behind the scenes. Traditionally, when the governor goes out of state, the lieutenant governor is acting governor until she gets back. But there was a little bit of a breakup between Hochul and her lieutenant governor, Antonio Delgado, recently. Delgado says he's not going to run with Hochul next year, and Hochul reassigned much of his staff and took away some of his office space. So according to Hochul's office...
Wait a minute. Let's not go that. You ain't said enough. She took away 70% of his staff because he said that he was thinking about running. Then she took away his mobile devices. He can't even go into his office because it's close to hers. She moved him from there to another place. You guys have been on this show. If you've been watching, y'all know what's going on with Hochul. She's no joke right now. She's playing her hand right now, really, really crazy. And it seems like everybody letting her joking ass do what she want to do. You ain't getting past me. I see you, Joker. I see you loud and clear, like Batman. I can see what you're doing. Okay, what else we got over here? We got, I'd like to know, too, if government shutdown, will it affect SSDI? Mary L. said, yep, Trump doesn't have the power with Hochul. New York City and New York's are screwed. Yeah, we screwed. Amy Bradley, but she is going down in flames. No, she's not. My boy got on a wedding outfit to talk about white politics. That was a good one. That nigga said, I got on a wedding outfit to talk about white politics. That was almost good. I didn't laugh, but something in my stomach said it was funny. So I'm going to let you rock out. That was all right. Y'all go ahead and give him some love if y'all think that joke was funny. Oh, y'all, nobody else saying it is funny. So, yeah, homie, get your jokes up. You might want to go polish that up and try again. All right, we're going to keep on going, y'all. Charlene said, my God, he's creating an environment that's going to eventually cause a civil war. Check this out. What I'm thinking is there's an environment that's being created that's shining a light on people. Because it seems as if, and I've learned this from watching, it's like you beat somebody so much to the point where now everybody else is like, would you stop beating that person? And now it's like you're making them strong because now everybody's looking at you. So now it's like that's what seems to be the issue going on. Not a martyr, but this person is shining a light on what they're actually doing, and you can actually see it because they're actually constantly just beating up on somebody. And this actually is what's going on right now because now there's a lot of pushback. And it's in many different areas. It's tariffs, it's Ukraine, it's Iran. It's like we can't beef with everybody. I get that you want to negotiate, but don't beef with everybody. That's why also you guys have to remember he's going to be negotiating a lot of this stuff when it comes down to Donald Trump. That's what we're talking about. He's going to negotiate a lot of stuff. Tariffs are not going to just go directly through. He's going to use them as a negotiation tactic. And you and I are going to feel the ripple effect. That's what we're feeling right now. The Canada liquor, all of the stuff that has to do with the stock market and everything. That's the ripple effect of what's going on with these tariffs right now. All right, y'all. I don't want to talk any more about Kathy Hochul. I am really trying to see if we're going to have to see what's going on with this congestion pricing. We're going to keep, we're going to definitely keep on following up on this story because it's home to me and it's very important to my people. So we're going to keep on going right now. What we got coming up next is, it's time for Trump to take a little bit of questions as he walked on to the, Marine One, and he was talking about Ukraine. This is really like brand new information that's coming in. Top of the hour, they were basically traveling, himself and Elon, and he was able to stop over for a little bit of a conversation with the reporters and let us know what it's looking like when it comes down to this Ukraine situation. Check this out, y'all.
As well, we have another shot of him as he's seemingly walking up to reporters. Let's try to listen in.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We've had some pretty good news coming out of Russia. We're hearing good things. Who knows? But we're hearing good things. They're in a very strong position militarily with quite a few Ukrainian soldiers, but hopefully nothing will happen with that.
So basically, I hate to cut this off, but Russia has a group of Ukrainians surrounded right now, and they have them in a dire situation on the battlefield where they can go in and strike and basically take them out. Donald Trump is basically saying, please don't do that. We want to end the war. So at this moment, he says he doesn't even know if they're gonna hold his word, like if they're gonna honor his ask right now. That's how severe it is with Ukraine and Russia. And they've basically, like I said, surrounded this group of Ukrainian soldiers, and they can just basically wipe them out right now.
I've asked them not to let anything happen, and I hope that nothing happens. But I feel that Russia is going to make a deal with us, I hope. We've spoken with President Putin. We've spoken with a lot of people. And Ukraine is waiting. I'm very concerned about the field. In the field, there's a very vulnerable group of Ukrainian soldiers right now that are actually surrounded. And that's not good because we don't want them to die. Enough people have died. So we'll see what happens with regard to all of it. But I'm getting from...
Okay, you guys, I've been working. Do me a favor. You appreciate the content. Go ahead and hit those 3 buttons. Hit that like button. We are 2,000 away from reaching our mark of 30,000 subscribers. Do me that favor, you guys. If you appreciate the content, you know I'm going to hit the button again. But I have to do this because there's too many people in here that haven't hit the button. As soon as y'all get that to go up to like 80 or something like that, Bugatti don't even stop the video no more. So once y'all get used to that, y'all know. Let me just... If you like the content, I'm not forcing you to. Once I do my work and you guys actually like the content, I'm not going to force you to hit the like button, but I do like to see, when there's a healthy amount of numbers because there's a lot of people that are actually in here right now watching this content. We got 242 strong. They don't want to leave. I see it. Oh yeah, we lost a couple, but y'all already know what happens with that. What happens when those people leave? That's this. Right? And then a whole new group of people come in. And that's what we're looking for. So don't worry about what we lose because we're always going to gain 10 times, everybody. Do me a favor, like I said, hit that like button and let everybody else know what we're watching so that everybody else can see this content. I don't get paid too much when it comes down to the money. They don't pay you nothing. They don't pay you jack over here. And I already got the coffee in the kitchen, so don't worry about that. So you ain't got to pay me nothing. But all we like to do is get those likes up. Not even going to stop it anymore. I want you guys to see the rest of this content. Thank you.
The standpoint about a ceasefire and ultimately a deal, some pretty good vibes coming out of Russia. Any questions? All of it. But I'm getting from the standpoint about a ceasefire and ultimately a deal, some pretty good vibes coming out of Russia. Any questions?
Mr. President, what do you think about the Senate vote on the CR?
What was the vote?
They just voted to advance it.
What?
They just voted to advance it.
Good. That's good. I mean, I was told that was what was going to happen. Very good. And I appreciate Senator Schumer, and I think he did the right thing. Really, I'm very impressed by that. Mr. President, walk us through the tariffs.
Mr. President, obviously you're concerned. You're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now to get the hostages back?
She just became a big story tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that? What?
In Gaza, sir, the situation, what is your hope now for a hostage release?
Well, I hope that it all works out. You're talking about Israel, though, right? We're very much into negotiations with regard to the hostages in Israel, and we're going to have to see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll work out.
We got a lot to see what happens when it comes to these world wars in other countries. All we can do is stand back and wait. They're doing as much as they seemingly possibly can. I think we need to mind our business, to tell you the truth, when it comes down to worrying about what's going on in other places. Personally, I think we need to worry about what's going on in our own backyards. But there was something that I wanted to make sure that I did not miss, because continuing moving forward, we do want to go into the title because he did say that the government shutdown would have been because of the Democrats. And I want to make that a point because I want to still let him say what he said when he had the canary on, right? And then there was a little more that he said after that. Then we're going to bring it up to where we're supposed to bring it up to. I want you guys to see this. It's all going to make sense. Let's go. All going to make sense. Let's go. Or did I get rid of that already? I probably no. Let me see if I still got it. Yeah, here we go. This was the take on the possible government shutdown, but at the end of it, he said a little bit more, so I have it at a mark point. Let's check this out.
For environmental reasons, well, I turned it on for environmental reasons and also fire reasons, but...
Thank you. We're looking at an impending government shutdown Friday midnight.
Yeah.
Democrats for 30 years straight have said if there's a shutdown, bad things happen. Do you anticipate direct negotiations yourself with conference leader of the Democrats, Chuck Schumer?
If they need me, I'm there 100%. It's right now it's 2 or 3 people. If it shuts down, it's not the Republicans' fault. You know, we passed a bill where we had an incredible Republican vote. We only had one negative vote, a grandstander, one grandstander. There's always a grandstander in the lot. But it was amazing. People were amazed that the Republicans were able to vote in unison like that, so strongly. If there's a shutdown, even the Democrats admit it'll be their fault. And I'm hearing a lot of Democrats are going to vote for it, and I hope they do. This is an extension. But ultimately, we want to vote for one big, beautiful bill where we put the taxes in, we put everything in. We're going to have big tax cuts. We're going to have tremendous incentives for companies coming into our country and employing lots of people. It'll be, I called it, in a rare moment, one big, beautiful bill. That's what I like, and it seems to be that's where they're heading.
See, there was detail about what the bill entailed, about the spending, and where actually what was in there. That's why I wanted you guys to hear that. Not just, oh, it was passed. What was passed? We want to know what the hell was in the bill, right? That being one part. Also, yes, we know that it was passed, but then I want you guys to know about the water in Los Angeles because it was at the same sit down. So we got to keep on going.
And we'll have to take care of something to do with Los Angeles. A place called Los Angeles almost burned to the ground. By the way, I broke into Los Angeles. Can you believe it? I had a break-in. I invaded Los Angeles, and we opened up the water. And the water is now flowing down. They have so much water, they don't know what to do. They were sending it out to the Pacific for environmental reasons. Okay, can you believe it? And in the meantime, they lost 25,000 houses. And nobody's ever seen anything like it. But we have the water. I'd love to show you a picture. You've seen the picture. The water is flowing through the half pipes. We have the big.
I had no idea that that it was open and that now Los Angeles has the water. We're going to say sorry to the platypus or whatever that fish was that may take a hit, but there's too many people living in Los Angeles and that water is totally necessary. No water at that time. All right, what else we got? Tara SP, I know it hurts my heart to see the state and everything. Fred James, come on, democracy. We got to eat to pay the bills. Shireen said, Tara, I second that. It makes me cry. I don't pray hard for them victims of senseless bureaucracy. All right, just wanted to show you guys about the water. That water is supposed to be turned on now. Someone in the comments said that it's not. So we're going to look and make sure and see if it is because they're claiming that it is. And yes, let's move forward because they did pass the spending bill yesterday. But again, what was the spending bill? Spending bill, spending bill, spending bill. We didn't even know what it was about. That's why I wanted to make sure we had that first clip come through to get a little bit of clarification of what was in it and who else to explain it better but him. So yes, the spending bill that's going to avoid a government shutdown, not the final bill, just the one that's going to avoid the shutdown. Yes, they came to an agreement yesterday.
As promised, we're continuing to monitor this breaking news that is now coming out. The Senate has officially passed the funding bill averting a government shutdown. We'll also put up this tweet that we have from Fox's Chad Pergram saying, government shutdown averted. Senate aligns with House 54-46. 2 Democrat yeas, Shaheen and King, who caucuses with Dems. Fetterman is a no, though, on that final passage. We do have a shot there of the Senate floor. Let's see if we can listen in and hear as if they are having any discussions.
So this happened like literally 6 hours ago. It just passed.
Yes, it is.
I'm joining all these colleagues in D.C., Van Hollen, Warner, and Kane, and I'm glad that we could work together in this bipartisan way to ensure fairness for the residents of Washington, D.C. I rise today to speak for the over 700,000 D.C. residents who do not have representation in this loan bill to ensure that D.C. receives what it is owed.
From Virginia.
Madam President, I thank...
Senator from Virginia.
Madam President, I thank... I can make it fast or slow. I'm joining all these colleagues to advocate for this bill. 1/3 of the Virginia population is residents of the D.C. metro area and enjoy this capital, and 150,000 Virginians come to work in D.C. every day, and they want D.C. police and services to be well funded. Please support this bill. Thank you.
Okay, police funding. You guys see what's happening, but again, it's only like a court for right now. It's not the final bill, and we're going to see if they can come to agreement on the final bill. That's going to be a task in itself, ain't it? Oh my God, that was hard to report, just to bring it together. Whew, I'm glad we passed that. Oh, I don't even want to know. What y'all got over here? The inspirational Rome said, what else noticed that tax return was lower this year? Who else noticed that their tax return was lower this year? Fred James, when asking for likes, is Bugatti is concerned in bringing us content? Yeah, that's all we asking for, because I'm bringing the content. Let's go. Amy said, yes, I voted for exactly what Trump is doing. Tara said, that's right, Shireen. We got to pray hard for our country right now. Holly, Amy, is this old news? Yes, it is. But no, this is not. The other one was old news because we wanted to bring in the information about the water. And then now, because it was said, someone said that the water has not been turned on. I want to look into that. Again, the reason why sometimes I put the information out so that one of you guys can say, that's not what's going on. And then we can investigate. The same reason why we watch Fox and MSNBC, CNN, so that we can find out if that's the truth and debunk it. If it is, we can further examine into it and then make our assumptions of what we want to do. But don't beat up networks until you find out if the information is good or not. You can beat the network up and not like them, but the information is what we're trying to ascertain, guys. So now we got to keep on going because y'all not going to believe this one. Y'all know we talk about scams. We talk about crazy stuff going on. We're going to get into our crazy crash out segment part right here. We had enough of politics for a little while. We got enough coming up. I want you guys to see a crazy, disturbing situation that you probably never heard of, where this one man was held hostage for decades by his stepmother. There was a fire in the house. The firemen came. Homeboy was locked in the room. Next thing you know, conversation with the fireman. He's free. And she's going to jail. She got them silver bracelets. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones where they say, put your hands behind your back. Have a seat. Watch your head. And then you take that ride. That ride where you're looking like a fool. Well, guess what? That's what she's doing right now. She literally had this man allegedly kidnapped for over 20 years, decades. Check this out, y'all. Here we go. Can't believe this one.
For the opportunity to have this conversation with you. As you all know, on February 17th, around 8:40 p.m., Waterbury Police responded to 2 Blake Street on a report of a fire. Officers and fire investigators immediately realized there were some grave concerns about some of the conditions in the house. There were 2 occupants of the house, one being Kimberly Sullivan, the stepmother of the male victim. Officers and fire investigators quickly realized that there was a room in the house that appeared to have locks on it from the exterior portion of the house. They began to speak to the male victim, who disclosed that he was being held captive in the house for an extended period of time, approximately 20 years. The investigation began from that point. We worked closely with the state's attorney's office, Maureen Platt, as well as Assistant State's Attorney Don Thurkelson, because frankly,
they got terrible audio, y'all. I apologize, but I want y'all to see this.
What was being reported was unfathomable to us at that point in time. Through those investigative meetings and through search warrants, we were able to seize physical evidence and conduct interviews and dig up some more information that corroborated the victim's story. This investigation, as the mayor points out, continues, is very open and very active. We were able to obtain arrest warrants for Kimberly Sullivan. She was arrested yesterday. She was arraigned in Waterbury Superior Court. She's currently being held on a $300,000 bond. At this point, I'll open the floor up for any questions.
I know people look at this differently because it's a man, how could he stay locked up like that or whatever? But if all you know is your mom or your stepmom and she's got you and living in these conditions and bringing you food or whatever, after a while, that's all you know. So yes, he's been locked up in that room, probably in that house for over 20 years. And I try to wonder, I put myself in the state of being someone like her coworker. Knowing that she's been doing this for 20 years. She's been sitting down eating lunch with us, doing reports and coming in the office and acting like everything is okay. Meanwhile, you got your son, your stepson, locked in the room for the last 20 years. Makes you want to look at your workmate a little different now, right, y'all? This is crazy. Never would think that something like that would happen. Birdman, how about that? Corrupt government spending. Can I get a hell yeah? Natalie said, heartbreaking to even think about that torture day after day. What else we got? That's wild. That's a wrong thinker. What else we got? He's going to need help adjusting to everything. 20 years? Yeah, Kendra, he is. What else we got? It's like another child called it situation. Another child called it. 3 Dogs said, all right, what else we got? We got BR 549. Flowers in the attic in real life. Yeah, flowers in the attic in real life. Angels Among Us 214 said, RUM, I think only for kids 6 and younger. Fred James, Elon Musk is afraid of him. That is horrible. I am so glad that she was finally caught and he is free. Yep. Yeah, but nobody would ever think of something like this. And I'm being honest with you. Y'all don't think, not y'all, but a lot of people don't think like that for men. It's mostly like a woman got abducted, and that's normally what you probably hear. This is a very, very kind of a rare situation that I've never heard of something like this before. 20 years locked up like that. Someone also said that he's going to have a hell of a time trying to readjust. I think so too. Anybody else see President Trump and Elon when they was getting on Marine One? And Elon's son was running alongside Trump, and Trump was looking like a grandfather. That looked pretty cool to me. When you look at something like that, or when you see Trump with his granddaughter, kind of lets you see humanity and the type of people that are outside of the work person, and it gets you a little idea to see how they may be, how they treat other people and children, which is pretty cool. And yes, I wanted to play this little clip because some people got, some heartwarming feelings out of it. I actually like to see the child that was asking questions and entertaining. And then I always pay attention to the little things. Even before the door opened, I saw Elon noticing that his son was doing that. And he kind of stayed back a little bit so that Trump could walk with him. It was pretty cool. So I like heartwarming stuff. I like puppies. I like dogs. I like to smile. So I ain't no hard person. So if somebody shows something like this, I like to show it. It kind of shows vulnerable parts, shows a sensitivity, because it just shows humanity. So I did want to show you guys this, and y'all could take it how you want it, but I do want y'all to check this out. I know you probably saw it, but here we go. I thought it was cute. Now, anybody ever see The Godfather when they was in the vineyard and he was hanging out and the son was playing around? This looks something similar to that. So even hard people that y'all call mean or whatever like that, have a sensitive side. So I want you guys to check this out. Because Shorty look real cute romping around and jumping around like that, right? They calling him Grandpa Papa Trump. And look at the smile on his face. How could you not be happy or open or nice to a beautiful smile like that? That lets all your strong points down. You take off all your armor when it comes down to the children. So yeah, we got to be neutral on this one, y'all. This is a little boy romping and having fun. And we going to watch this. This is real cute right here. I like this. Yeah, I like watching stuff like this too. So we going to watch it. So now when I thought about it, I said, let me put myself in that kid's place. I don't care. We're going to rock with this for a minute. I like it. I love to see stuff like this. It's my birthday. I want to be happy. That made me happy. So now we're going to keep on going. The way he was running and playing and all of that, right? He was running up. So I said to myself, why is he so excited? He's about to get on a helicopter with the president. Wouldn't you be excited? You was getting on a helicopter and you a little kid like that. You're like, I'm about to get on the helicopter. Oh my God. You ain't even thinking about your father, right? You're like, whatever, I'm out. I'm going to get on this helicopter. Come on, let's go. Yo, that's crazy. There's enough crazy, disturbing stuff going on in the government that we should have enough content for the next 7 years. That's what Birdman said. Doctor said, that is disgusting. I don't know what you're talking about. Hoover 210. What else we got? Mr. D's happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday, y'all. Love, it starts at home. That's right. That's right. That's right. Fred James, times are going to be tough like the days of Ronald Reagan, 30s depression. And we pray for America, but I'm with our President Trump. I hope we don't have to deal with that too long, Fred. I hope we don't. Kat Sutton, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I appreciate that. Marielle, Elon's grandfather was a technocrat. He is following through with his family's plan, and what is wrong with his mother's eye? She is always covering it. I don't know about that. Rand Eid said, little X, Elon checked him about it. He checked him about what? Great man right there. Birdman said, I got eggs crawling out of my ears right now. Thank God for having your own farm. Yo, hit me up. I'm about to come out there and buy some eggs from you. I'm going to pull up on 125th and be like, yo, I got these eggs. We about to get money out here. You got too much eggs. I'm about to buy some dozens from you. That was real cute, though. I like the way that happened, y'all. So like I said, it's okay to have a cool moment sometimes. It's okay to not think about stressful stuff because you don't need all of that on your heart all the time. We're going to keep it moving, though, because, yeah, we got more drama and we got more situations coming up. Right now, what we got? We got, I want you guys to see something right here. This kind of happens, like when I was younger, I noticed that every time I did something that was bad or I talked a certain way, negative situations came up. Once I started being like a little calmer, more laid back, started to have better things in my life. I started to have better happiness and wanted to have a better quality of life. I noticed that people that are really loud and outspoken, not outspoken, but like disrespectful to others and people around them, they get into a lot of stuff. They get into a lot of drama. And it comes with the territory, depending on what you put out. They say what you put out is basically what you get back. Case in point, there's a situation where there was a gentleman named Cerritos, where he was murdered. And there's a shocking twist to everything that's going on with this. Imagine if somebody murders somebody and they get caught up on a TikTok video or a Twitter or X post or something like that. Well, that's exactly what happened. These two, brother and sister, actually murdered somebody that was working out on a bike trail, and then they got away. But a couple of days later, they made a video at a Starbucks and they got into an argument with somebody. That person that they got into that argument with, they made a video. And they were like, hey, isn't that couple right there that I got in trouble with? Once they saw the police said that these people are looked at or being looked for, sought after for a crime. And that's how they found out who these people were. Because of a TikTok or a TikTok post, these guys were able to be brought to justice for a murder that they did. Watch this, y'all. Check this out.
Gigi. Well, good morning. We were just here at this park. This is the Cerritos Sports Complex right next to Don Canabi Park in Cerritos on Friday, bringing you the story of a murder of a father, a husband, a businessman that happened on the bike path here. And police were trying to identify two people that were seen at the murder scene. Well, it turns out a very alert viewer knew they had seen them before in the most unlikely of places.
Got him.
It was the dramatic end to a story that shook the community of Cerritos and destroyed a family. The murder of Cuauhtemoc Garcia, Temo, as he exercised in broad daylight on the bike path near Don Canabi Park. The suspects, originally persons of interest, a brother and sister, taken into custody Sunday night after a pursuit that ended only when an undercover officer pitted the Prius they were in.
Put a bullet in my head. It should be.
Screaming at times that he wanted police to shoot him, to then asking why he was being arrested, 54-year-old John Chong Moon was taken into custody, accused of murdering Temo Garcia. His sister, 58-year-old Cindy Kim, also arrested for murder. Detectives say she accompanied her brother on the bike path that day and watched as he shot the husband and father of two to death. The arrest of the pair came after an alert viewer saw our exclusive story on Friday, where police were trying to ID the pair. That viewer immediately called the sheriff's department to say they had seen the couple on TikTok.
You actually started it. You started it. We were sitting here minding our own business. Look.
It was in this video posted by a couple from Florida visiting Orange County. They said the poster recording the siblings after they say they launched racial slurs at them as they ate in Cyprus. It was posted just days before Temo's murder. After the tip, a whirlwind of nonstop detective work by LA County Sheriff's homicide detectives followed, leading to the identity of the siblings who weren't easy to find because they were living in the Prius. And all points bulletin for the car was issued. Fullerton PD spotted them Sunday evening, and the rest is history. The two behind bars this morning, facing murder charges in the most senseless of killings. It is bittersweet news to Temo's family, relieved to know that the suspects are behind bars, but heartbroken to know this was so random. Temo did not know the siblings. They had never met. We'll have more on.
That's crazy. Just working out on the bike path, next thing you know, you get killed. Sad the way that we just don't have any value for life anymore. That really sucks. You guys, if y'all appreciate the content, and thank you for the compliments that you have. Yes, we like to bring out stories to let everybody know what's going on. A lot of times, yes, these stories play somewhere else, and then we hear in the comments, I never saw this before. Again, the reason why we do this, because we should shed light on stuff like this. Very sad. Did you guys see how they were like arguing and how they got caught up? It's like, it was almost inevitable. Sometimes when you put out that negative energy like that, just keep on being negative, that's what you get in return. You guys do me a favor. Let's get those likes up. We only had like 50 something likes. We got like almost 240 something people in the building. Let's go ahead and try to get those likes up. To at least about, let's go to 70 something like that. What we got up in here? Yeah, we looking kind of crazy right there. We got 248. Let's get those likes up. I really appreciate that, you guys. We got some real good content coming up. We have much more. Want to show you guys the actual space launch of SpaceX that's actually going up to go and bring back that those two astronauts that are stuck up there in space, that have been up there for 9 months. So I want you guys to actually see that. Do me a favor though. Double tap that screen. Let's go get those 3 likes up. Also, like I said, we're very close right now to 30,000 subscribers at the channel. What I want you guys to do right now is please subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Also, I don't want to cut this off because I'm not going to say it at the end. If anybody's interested, we got the talent shows coming up in New York Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, and Queens, Staten Island as well, some parts of Long Island. It was $1,000, but now it's up to $1,250. So what you do is, whatever your talent is, I don't care if you're a chef, you can be a dancer, I don't care if you detail cars. If that's your talent and you can come to this liquor store and show us what you do, you might have a chance of winning $250 for your borough. And then when we have the finals, you'll win an extra $1,000. You will become a sponsored by this brand right here, as well as Big Drip Clothing and much, much more. If you are a musician, it comes with a music deal and distribution. So you're going to get some real good plugs when you come over here dealing with Bugatti. Do me a favor, you guys, if you appreciate the content, also double tap that screen and get them likes up. I want to show you SpaceX and what's going on. When I look at something like this, I get very nervous. I see the rocket about to go 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. Seen so much negativity. I'm just like, just let them make it. Just let them make it. Because what they're going to do is something great. Let's bring these people back. But did you have any idea that the people that are going up, a few of them are going to stay up there? I don't know if I can do it, y'all. I don't know if I can be in space that long. I don't know about y'all, or floating in no gravity like that for months at a time. Oh my God, 9 months already? I would have went crazy. And the good thing is that they have food supply up there, power and everything, but I don't even think I can do it, y'all. They say there's a possibility where we all can move to space. I won't be taking the trip because I'm not comfortable with it. You got to worry about oxygen and can't walk and all of that. I'm good. Whoever's adventurous like that, you guys are interested to go into space, good luck. Let me know what the trip was like. You know, bring me back a rock, but I'm straight because I'm not going up there no space. I'm straight. Let's go, y'all. I want y'all to see what's going on with this. But before that, I don't know if you guys know it. Before we go to space, I want to ask you guys, how do you feel about flying right now? How do you feel? Are you comfortable taking flights or are you not taking flights? Me, I've shut back. I've turned back for a little while. I'm going to be driving and I'm going to be taking trains and stuff like that. Yes, there's other ways that you can get into accidents on trains. It's already been seen, but there's too many airlines and too many flights right now that are going down and too many things that are happening to engines. Case in point, an American Airlines flight yesterday, the wing set on fire and people had to climb outside on the wing. Check this out, you guys. I almost missed this, but I saw it down here and I don't want to cheat you. I want to get it to you. Let's check this out. Plane lands in Denver and it erupts in flames. An American airline flight.
This morning, yet another dramatic scene at a U.S. airport.
Oh my gosh.
An American Airlines plane bursting into flames after landing in Denver. Passengers climbing onto the wing as smoke surrounded the plane.
It is a little disturbing to see almost maybe 50 or 70 people standing on that wing.
Alexandria Cullen shared this video after she says her mother escaped the burning plane. Passengers running through smoke and haze.
We saw probably a couple dozen people coming down the slide and running away. It was pretty scary.
To me, it's all too common now. It keeps on happening. I'm looking at these planes as being old. I mean, as I went back and forth to Atlanta so many times last year. I always go early. I always sit at the terminal maybe an hour early. I might even be there so early, I'm a flight early because I don't play when it comes down to being somewhere on time. So as I'm sitting there, I'm just noticing that the plane's coming in, they clean it, then they take it back. The plane goes over there, they clean it, take it back. Plane goes over here, clean it, take it back. Yes, it's flying good back and forth, but through all of those flights back and forth, how many times has this plane had flight time? How much service has it had? Are they checking them every day? Do they have an inspector come out and check that plane every time it lands? These are the questions that I had to start asking, because when you see stuff like this and you have to consider the age of the plane, just like an old car with a lot of mileage, you have to consider things like that. So that's what I was noticing as I'm sitting at the terminal, how long, I wonder how old this plane is, how many flights it's taken. Because at a certain point, a car would do this as you're driving. The air filter, the carburetor would go out. Lord forbid it happens while you're driving, but you're on land, so it's a little safer. Situations like this could be more detrimental because you're at such high altitudes. So what I'm trying to say is, Personally, I think that the planes are old and they need an update. And then they need a whole bunch of inspections and a whole bunch of stuff to make sure that they can fly safely before constantly taking those all of these flights back and forth and only giving the crew members time to clean the plane and reboard because you're such on schedule. That's what I feel right now, y'all. What we got over here? We got Grim Reaper. Y'all will do everything but accept the facts. This is Trump's fault. Fish Guru, anyone here work for the FAA? I don't know. Little Butter, no empathy. Lisa Ann, I was told by an airline repair guy there aren't enough repairmen. There you go. Thanks, Lisa Ann. Grim Reaper, all planes are old. Yes, they are. And I'm glad that we agree in this. So I want to make sure that we pay attention to it. The inspirational rum said, stop living in denial. Tara SP, fly a Velo. Stay the fuck away from American Airlines. Natalie said of the planes isn't malfunctioning, there's also the chance of someone crazy on the flight making it dangerous. Oh, you mean like that guy yesterday? The one that wigged out? I don't know if you guys saw the video yesterday, but he was so crazy. He went so nuts. He grabbed his own sister's ponytail by the bun and he wouldn't let go. They had to cut her hair in order to get him off the plane. Pretty crazy stuff that we're starting to see nowadays, y'all. Crazy.
This was a very thick, black smoke. Even in all the times that I've been flying, I've never seen anything like that. The Boeing 737 was headed to Dallas, but was diverted shortly after leaving Colorado Springs when the crew reported engine vibrations.
We just have a high engine vibration, so we are cruising slower than normal for American 10,006.
The plane touching down safely in Denver, but the engine caught fire as the plane was taxiing.
So my thing is, what if they would have took flight? What if they would have actually took flight? They would have been safely in the air, and then this would have happened. Right now, I'm chilling on flying. Y'all do me a favor, because y'all already know y'all ain't see this nowhere else. Do me a favor, double tap that screen and let everybody know that we here, because when you double tap the screen, it sends a notification out to YouTube, and they say, hey, this channel's jumping. Go see what's going on over there. And then you look in the comments and you see somebody say, what's going on over here? I saw a notification. It all makes sense. That's why people like myself ask for you to hit the like button. I don't care about the coffee. I don't care about the money. It's 308 people in here. We got 74 likes. Can we please get that up? Let's get it going, y'all. But what it does tell me is you guys are here. You don't got to necessarily hit the like button. I know that you're here. But I do want to let other people know that we got this content. And I want to know your opinions right now. Do you feel, I'm going to say my opinion. I feel that the planes are old and it's time for a revamp. You guys agree with me or you don't? Let me know what you think. Do you agree or do you not? Or maybe you think it's something else because someone else said this, that it's not just the planes. They say it's the flights, it's the attendants, it's the captains. What do you guys think? We got Charles West that says yes. I think that they're old too. Lisa Ann says yes. Batty Lynn said I agree. Fred James thumbs up. Fish Guru, they need ATC. What is that? Attention quickly? ATC? JT the a-hole. Because they passed a 6-month spending bill. Marielle says yes. Little Butter says, it's not about old planes. Yo, Little Butter, put us on. What is it about, Little Buddha? We want to know. That's why you in the comments, bro. Patriot 2020, every single incident you've seen lately has been going on before and are either pilot mistakes or mechanical mistakes. Okay, I got a question for you, Patriot. Patriot, like I said, once that plane took off, if that would have happened, it would have been probably a detrimental situation. What I'm trying to say is, it's just like a car. Sometimes we don't know until we're driving the car if it's going to malfunction. So as far as inspections, making sure that parts are working, making sure, checking, double checking, triple checking before you just clean the plane and say, oh, we're just going to clean the plane. We just need time to clean the plane and we're going to start boarding. I ain't in no rush for y'all to start boarding. Y'all make sure the motor's good, make sure that everything is going right, make sure that the gas line ain't clogged up, stuff like that. And then get some sensors out there to check it. Because there's been times where I've been on a plane recently where the plane wasn't able to take off. Like, oh, we got to reprogram the computer. Wait a minute, I'm sitting in the plane right now, and y'all about to take me to Atlanta, and y'all talking about y'all got to reprogram the computer? Stuff like that is nerve-wracking. What else we got? This person said, the inspirational rum said didn't see this with why we didn't see this with the Biden administration. Shar West said the mechanics. Little Butter said no FAA safety standards. Fred James said airlines need more funds. Little Butter said Elon fired them. Fish Guru said they aren't cutting safety standards. That's insane. They aren't cutting safety standards. That's insane. Birdman 187 said airplanes are not like a car. An aircraft has to go through pre-flight checks and maintenance checks before the aircraft can be considered airworthy. I hear what you're saying, but they should continuously be checked to be checked to make sure that they're airworthy is what I'm saying. Maybe you need to double and triple check them after they've been up in the air for a whole year running back and forth every day. Because that's how much they do it. When they're on the airlines, they run these planes back and forth. They don't consider the stress on the planes. They want to get people back and forth. Yeah, repair it, keep it going. Repair it, keep it going. People get caught up into the functions. They don't get caught up into what actually they need to be paying attention to, which is the safety and the security, motor, making sure that everything is working and properly functioning. What else we got down here? Tara SP. Yep. They should be fully checked after every 3 flights or something like that. Yep, make us wait. Make us wait. I don't care. Fish Guru said still have those. Little Butter said no empathy. What else we got? He meant they need a pre-flight check. They need, yes, they do. But I think a little more like what someone just said up there, every 3 flights. Call me what you want. After they are a certain age, if that plane is 10 years old and they're still flying it, just like that person said in the comments, every 3 flights, I want to check it. Let's check it again. Every 3 flights? Okay, cool. Now you can keep on going. Check every single part. You're carrying too many people, and there can be so much things that can happen if a plane comes down the wrong way. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, keep on going. What we got? Y'all really hot on this topic. Birdman 187 said the aircraft have a thing called an onboard flight computer. The information has to be correct inside the flight computer or the aircraft can do some pretty weird things. Daily Dose said YouTube yoke. Daily Dose said we can hear what you're saying, dude. We can't hear what you're saying, dude. Listen to this guy and you'll sound ignorant in the fact, oh, you gotta go. Bing bong. Wait a minute, I'm trying to give you a chance. I ain't gonna just get you out of here. What you saying, Patriot? Seriously listen to this guy and you'll sound ignorant of the fact when you'll run into someone in the industry that knows anything about. I don't know anything about flights, but you can get that off. Fish Guru said based on flight hours and part hours. I come here to learn too. So if you want to waste your time beating me up about something that I don't know that I'm trying to learn, you can waste your time on that if you like. That's no problem. What else we got? So a programming issue. I don't actually know what it was, to be honest with you. I just know they're saying Mayday, Charlie, engine fire. 38 engine fire. Copy. That's what they were saying. We're going to keep it going, y'all.
Charlie, engine fire. 38 engine fire. Copy.
All 172 passengers and 6 crew members evacuated. 12 passengers had to be taken to the hospital.
This was a situation involving a mechanical malfunction of the engine in flight. Fortunately,
somebody said that.
Every great journey begins with a single step. And that first step forward is where...
Fortunately, the crew did exactly the right thing and got the airplane on the ground.
A series of recent crashes in Washington, Philadelphia, and Toronto and other close calls have rattled air travelers. Ticket sales are down. Delta's CEO recently saying a renewed fear of flying has caused a lot of shock. But experts remind us flying is still one of the safest ways to get anywhere.
This actually shows you how well the system does work. Pilots are able to get the airplane on the ground. The fire department got the flames out as fast as they started.
The 12 injury.
Are they seeing the same thing that I'm seeing? I seen them people standing in a cloud of smoke. Look like they was trying to jump off the wing. I hear what you're saying, buddy, but it's not exactly what you're saying. I see billowing smoke, and I see people under the wing covering their faces. from the smoke. This don't look exactly like a safe landing and the fire people coming right there to get them. Y'all see all that smoke and everything over there? So come on, man. You can't pour syrup on shit and make it pancakes. I'm not, because once you bite into it, it's still shit. Don't even try that with me. What we got over here, y'all? Do me a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get them likes up. Oh, we at 83 now. I'm happy. Tara SP, they're trying to underplay it. Fish Guru, you have a point. What Fish Guru said, let's not play games here. We know they're being used more than necessary. There you go, Fish Guru. Patriot said, I work in ARFF. This guy knows nothing and seems only politically motivated. That's not, man. I'm not. You're going to get me mad now, boy. Don't make me get you out of here because I like you. You're cool. But I don't touch, whatever. Not even going to listen to you. Bill Andy, in the last 90 days, there's been a 63% increase in the issue of buses for travel. In the uses of buses for travel. Yeah, because people ain't trying to go up in the air like that. Ain't trying to go up in the air like that. Tigress said Trump's day, number 55, wholesale and consumer inflation declining, gas prices check, decreasing check. Mind, Body, and Soul TV it's the Democrats' LMO. But yeah, this right here, this does not look like a safe landing. Does not look like what he talking about. I mean, I see a flight attendant right there. At this point, homegirl, it's every man for himself. Get the hell away from me. I'm trying to find a way to jump off this wing. Ain't nothing but big clouds of smoke in the bottom. But meanwhile, he talking about, that just shows how great flying is. Yeah, okay. Let's go to that.
Thus, flying is still one of the safest ways to get anywhere.
This actually shows you how well the system does work. Pilots are able to get the airplane on the ground. The fire department got the flames out as fast as they started.
That's jet fuel.
The 12 injuries were minor.
Don't matter if they was minor, and that's not always the case. And like I said, there was something that was overlooked there. That now you can get me for this. There was something that was overlooked or just malfunctioned to make that happen. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone just like that. We gotta keep on going, you guys. Hope you guys appreciate the content. Woo! We getting through it. We're getting through it. We getting through it. We got a lot to go. We got a lot more to go. Because now I want you guys to see the SpaceX when it's finally lifted off. Like I said, when I look at the spaceships and about to go up, I say to myself, would I ever go up there? I get a little nervous because I noticed that I've seen bad things happen in the past where when I was a child, there was one that went up and it didn't actually have a successful launch. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So I get very nervous when I'm watching, a rocket ship go up. But this one luckily was able to take off. Not gonna play the whole clip. We're gonna clip through it. And hopefully they'll get their mission complete. 2 will stay up, and then they'll bring back the 2 that were left up there for the 9 months. 10 minus 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Tanks are pressing for Starbuck retract. Configure for terminal count.
And there we just heard that call out for terminal count. So now Dragon onboard computers will take control of the spacecrafts. Their way to the internet.
Turn your ideas into video with AI.
I'm gonna clip through. I'm gonna clip through, y'all.
Add your branding.
International Space Station following a 9.5-minute flight uphill.
Soon the crew will be able to get their visors open and get out of their suits and settle in for the ride to the space station.
And now we're just waiting for confirmation that the nose cone has fully deployed with all of the hooks open.
Name is Drug, which is the Russian name for friend.
Before we go, we want to thank NASA for entrusting us with today's mission, and thank you all
I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
The rocket is complete on the second stage. And all the flight computers on board are in sync and configured for launch.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
And now we just heard that Falcon 9 is in startup.
Transiting countdown.
And in the final countdown, less than a minute to go, and at the time of launch, the space station will be flying 260 statute miles over the west coast of Australia.
SpaceX. Go for launch.
This is the part when I'm always
And great
nervous.
call
Like,
out.
Baggage for 10, copy, go for launch.
Great call out that we're go for launch, and we do have a large crowd here in front of Mission Control,
30 seconds.
waiting to watch Crew 10 take off today.
T minus 15. T minus 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and lift off. Go SpaceX, go NASA Crew 10. Copy, 1 Alpha.
And liftoff of Crew 10 now soaring to the
pitching down
International Space Station. 1.7 million pounds of thrust now propelling Falcon 9 and Crew 10. And we're continuing to get good call-outs on the first stage performance so far.
you don't hear, but everybody in the back is cheering because they made it.
We're now 40 seconds into today's flight.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Continuing to get good performance call-outs.
Throttle down.
Yeah, we are throttling down the engines in preparation for Max Q. What great timing that was. We just passed through Max Q. That's the largest structural load that the vehicle will see on ascent.
Vehicle supersonic.
Supersonic speed. They're doing about.
Stage 1, throttle it.
We're now just over 1 minute and 10 seconds into today's flight, traveling at more than 1,400 miles per hour.
Stage 1 Bravo.
And we just heard that call for 1 Bravo, which means we're in the second and final abort mode for the first stage, continuing to get good performance, and the crew already pulling over 2 Gs. Next up, we'll have a couple of events happening in rapid succession.
Back chill started.
First will be that engine chill on the second stage impact engine, which we just heard. And then we'll have MECO, or main engine cutoff, where the 9 engines on the first stage will cut off ahead of the first and second stages, will be separating from one another. Then the single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite and continue to carry Crew 10 to orbit while the first stage begins its journey back to Earth.
All right, y'all. They made it. I love this. They're going to be able to hopefully bring back the astronauts that were stuck up at the base. And hopefully it's going to be a good story, y'all. So, with that being said, y'all already know what it is. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Y'all already know, subscribe to the channel. Check out another video. Y'all can, last chance for y'all to hit that like button to let everybody know that you appreciate the content. I'd like to get paid now, please. I like to get paid in likes. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I don't know if you like space travel, if you like space flights. Just stuff like that is very inspirational. Just gets you off the ground in the morning. I think it was a fantastic thing to see. And it wasn't SpaceX. It was basically NASA that were able to actually go up there and retrieve their own astronauts. I think that's phenomenal. So we're going to see. I'm going to keep on going on with all of these stories. You guys got new content, new information coming up that I'm going to be giving you. Keep on letting me know where you're chiming in from so that I know where to bring the content from so that we having a relative conversation. Also, y'all already know I told you that the talent show is coming up. It's going to start in April. We're going to be doing that in New York first, and then we're going to be launching in other places. Remember, stop worrying about the networks, CNN, MSNBC, and Fox and stuff like that. What we concentrate on over here is the information, and then we go and look inside and see if it's true in fact. Then we blow their head off. First we find out who did it, boom, then we go get them. You guys, I appreciate you so much. We've been rocking since 6 o'clock this morning. We've been pooling, we've been doing our thing, but y'all already know we do this every day. What I want you to do right now is take your time, go into the description, because there is a survey in there for y'all to make up to $450. I don't ask you for money, but I always like putting money in your pocket, because why? Money, 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 money. We need that money. Some people got to have it. Yeah, we need some money out here. We in a crazy time right now. So that's why I put those surveys inside of the description. Go in the description, see if you can fill out the survey. Maybe you'll be able to make $250, $450. Watch yesterday's video. There's another survey in there as well. Like to look out for people so that we can get through these rough times. We need a good community of people in order to make us, who we need to be as far as a collective here. So, with that being said, what else we got? Let me just make sure I'm getting all the announcements out. Got them all out. Description. Check out the description. Leave me a comment. Anybody want to advertise, anything like that? No. Let's get to that part. You got a party, event. If you do a service, you're a caterer, you sell food, you're a barber, a dog groomer, a traveling whatever. Send in your flyer, your information. We'll put it up on the post so that everybody here can be privy to what you have going on. You may find some business with us. We like to share in the community. It's not all about watching clips, not all about beating each other up, and it's not all about politics all the time. It's just a lot going on in politics right now that we have to cover, because if we ignore it, we're not gonna be paying attention to what's actually happening in front of us. That's why we pay so much attention to politics. Again, you guys, appreciate you. I will definitely be here tomorrow, one day before the birthday. Hope you guys are here with me. Let's turn it up. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, if you have not become a member, here's the best chance for you to do it. Just like Batty Lynn holding up that glove right there. She about to get gems. Next thing you know, she about to come to events for free. She's about to get merch shit sent to her. All types of stuff, what happens when you become a member of the channel over here. I don't like to just take y'all money. I like to give y'all stuff back too, because it's fun. Power in numbers. We utilize the channel for each other. This is a community over here. So again, remember, whatever you guys have, you send it to me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I will post it up for you free of charge, especially if you're a member or if you're subscribed to the channel. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all already know what it is. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I mean, y'all can hit the like button real quick before I do this. Y'all want me to wait? I'm going to go all the way back here. Let y'all get a chance to hit the like button. I'm going to go all the way back here with it. Y'all ready? Get him! One. Peace.